I was rejected by Atari initially, and I just called up the hiring manager, and I just started talking with him, begged him and pleaded and did everything. And I ended up, I negotiated a 20% cut in pay to go and to be on probation to get into Atari. I knew that was a place I needed.
From what I read in your book, you came in during the tenure of Ray Kassar. Did you ever meet the actual founder of Atari, Nolan Bushnell?
I did. I didn't meet him much while I was at Atari, except for the very end of my Atari reign. But I have run into Nolan many times over the years. We're actually pretty good friends. And we did have some fun around the making of the movie Atari Game Over, which we're both in. But Nolan's an amazing guy. But I didn't meet Nolan directly right away. But what I did meet was Nolan's culture. Because when I arrived at Atari, it was at a very critical time. I go into this at length in the book, the idea of the cultural shift that went on at Atari from Nolan Bushnell, which was the kind of culture everybody who's into tech gaming dreams of. Because it was a super creative environment where engineers and creative people had fame to do whatever as long as they generate and then had to be cool product at that. And that was replaced by Warner and Ray Kassar, which was more of a money-focused, marketing-oriented mentality. You know, and both of them are fine. Both of them have their place. But at Atari, initially, it was all creativity, and then it turned into all money, and the creativity kind of got quashed because nobody really knew how to blend these two. Gaming has kind of come full circle in a way, in that originally it was just one screen things on a very simple system, just people playing, and you just play your game and there you go. And console games grew and grew and grew. And they got to the point where they were so big, no one person could do one. It takes huge teams to create a console game. And when you have large teams needed to do anything, you get inertia. You have trouble shifting momentum, and you lose flexibility. And you see it there's narrow casting, right? If you look at console games, there are not that many different genres. There's your basic games, and that's what people make, and they keep redoing those games over and over. What I like is innovative gameplay and new ideas, and that's harder to come by as time goes on. When I say it came full circle, because in addition to giant console games that we have now, we also have handheld games. Now you can play on your phone, you can play on small devices, and one person can still write an app to make a new game, a fresh gameplay. And so the idea that a small group of people or one person can just experiment and play with new types of game mechanics, that's super exciting to me, because if there's one thing I felt I brought to video games, it was fresh perspective and the idea of always expanding horizons. The real thing that I hope, if there's anything that I brought to gaming and I promote forever and hope always maintains, is pure creativity, is the idea of trying something new, find the new way to go, inspiration. That's what I'm all about as a therapist, and that's what I'm all about as a game designer, and that's what I hope becomes my legacy in the industry. And Joel and everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate this opportunity. It's great to talk to all of you.
Once Upon Atari is now available on Howard's website. So that's, I think the website now is called newonceUponAtari.hswarshaw.com. Just Google that, guys, and then I'm showing you guys the homepage right now. And for a limited time only, you can get the Once Upon Atari set, which includes the book and the DVD documentary series, both signed by Howard Scott Warshaw himself, all for a good price of $54.95 US.